Hey everybody. Okay, my headset's on, but we're not playing music yet. I'm gonna do something different today. Cory asked for perspective, so I'm gonna do a weirdly mixture of mixed media. I just have my sketchbook, markers, pencil, a lot of markers. Got a white marker, maybe we'll use it. I have some gouache. See, I have some gouache. We'll see what happens. We'll play it by ear. So, put on some music, press play. We're going to do this one, just a building from Europe. I'm going to use the same sketchbook that I've been having fun with. Remember, the sketchbook is a place where you study, you learn. That's one we just did. So that was in the last video. I want to get Cory some inventory because I got some projects coming in. You never know when they're really going to come in because you're dealing with the legal world. Like, y'all be ready to go, and they'll delay it for a year. Say, okay, next, just another day. Okay, so I got this. So the whole idea with the perspective, let's make it simple. This goes this way, and that goes that way. Okay, so this is going to be straight. And they're just going to go down off the page. The horizon line's way down here. I'm more of an organic artist. I like muscles and stuff, but do perspective. I have actually a project coming in. It's gonna be 100% perspective. So not a problem. Very mechanical. Yeah, no problem. I try to treat the perspective the same way as I would figure drawing. So just get a perspective book. They're all the same. Okay, so we got that. I could go with the pencil or I could go with the pen. I'm not sure which. We need eraser. Let's grab an eraser. Doo, 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 doo. So weird with all the art supplies that we own, the kneaded eraser becomes like so valuable. It's like, ooh, kneaded eraser, grab it. They always get lost and blown away and stuff, and then they get hard and I don't know. So this part's straight. Let's just do that just for my own. So from here, we're going to go down, and then from here, we're going to go that way. And then we're going up. So it's 3-point perspective. If you're down here and this is up here, it'll be 3. Okay, let's have some fun. Going to keep it loose. So this is straight. This going this way. So this has an edge to it. I actually did architectural rendering for a while. I studied background painting and then got promoted to it, but didn't take the job because it just didn't feel right. When you're trained by Eddie Rayberg, you're trained to understand how studios operate and how they work, and you can kind of feel it. Just didn't feel right. So I turned it down. I worked so hard. I was trained by Gunther, who was the best, period, the best artist, best person. And I would run down there in my break time. She'd be ready for me in like 15 minutes. I look at my clock and run down the stairs. to the background apartment. She'd be ready and she'd teach me. Finally, Irv, the supervisor, in charge of the department, said, "Yeah, we'll bring Sheldon in." And I turned it down. And just a few weeks later, they laid off everybody in the department except for like the real senior people like Annie. So my entire background career would have lasted 2 weeks. And you'd have to beg to get back into your old department, like you have to reapply. So I thought, well, maybe I'll do architecture rendering, because same thing. So I got a job with this guy. He was, woohoo, yeah. And I drove to the valley from Palmdale every Saturday for $6 an hour. I was making a lot more than that in the studio. And I worked, did the renderings, got out of there as fast as I could. But I learned a lot. It's just an abusive person. But when you're trained by Eddie Rayberg, it doesn't matter. Eddie trained me how to be a pro. Because I never really went to arts, to college or art, There was one of my in-betweeners, name was Ed Demetel. He's this great guy. And he went, and he was my in-betweener, but I had him teach me the stuff that I didn't learn. So we're like walking. I'm like, show me how to do 2-point perspective. What's the station point? What's the picture plane? He's walking, big guy, like a real big shot. It was really cute. And he taught me a lot. So just always learning, always studying. I think it's kind of a value to not going to school, because you really have to go out and get it. And I still am. I'm still studying every day like crazy because I never finished. Somebody asked me, like, where did you learn anatomy? I said, medical books. My friend gave me his medical books. So I studied the medical books. I'm just thinking, this side goes this way, that side goes that way. You're going to do an ellipse, go like that, find the center, and then you can draw your ellipse. So as it goes up, I'll probably put in less detail. Do this up on the sky. Let's try it. Okay, so I'm going to find the center here. Okay, so now let's add some light. So I pretend that my eraser's the light. It just hits parts. Here's a really loose perspective sketch. It's fun though. So do you need to learn the real stiff perspective? Yeah, for just a moment though. Don't go too crazy with it. When you get to art school, you'll have teachers where perspective is their sexual energy. That is their life. You know, I'm sure they go out on dates and say, "Hey, babe, you want to go 3-point?" So, you're going to have to deal with that. You could always tell them at parties because they're like really boring, where the figure drawing teachers at parties are like loose and fun and relaxed and naked. You know, perspective people probably got their collar buttoned straight up to the top. It was a joke. So it doesn't look like we need the gouache. Use the eraser. Just have fun. All right. Here's a thought. Okay. Really, really, really loose perspectives. Treat it like a figure drawing. Let's see what we can do. Maybe a little more. There we go. Bring that out a little bit. Okay. I don't know. We'll do more. Okay. See you on the next round.